man, you know, we trust our defensive principles, so we're going to be straight.
Is New York tough enough to play this team? I mean, that's where, to me, the big difference is. This team, Detroit, just looks like a much tougher team. This looks like the big brothers against the little brothers, just physically pounding them for 5 halves of basketball so far.
And the easy bucket for Asar Thompson. Brunson trying to wheel inside. Hart penetrates, floats it up and in.
Stan, I believe that the Pistons believe that. They believe that they're tougher than the Knicks. You can tell by just the interview with Reed right there. They know that they have a defensive foundation, and they stand on that foundation, and they know its physicality and its toughness, and not many teams can match it.
Harris misses on the 3, and Brunson is fouled by...
Now he's going to come out. Can we get him near the basket where he would presumably have some advantage on Paul Reed? There we go.
Towns drives in, foul on Reed. Reed wants to challenge.
Sometimes you hold it too long, and he's not making those quick decisions, which
was his 3rd. Towns goes 2 out of 2.
My mind, this is a big 24 minutes here for the Knicks. Just in terms of their mindset on how both teams think. They need to make a statement to Detroit that they're not a team Detroit can just roll over.
Thompson with 7 to shoot. He's one-on-one with Brunson. Swing it for the Reed baseline jumper. It goes down. Paul Reed contributing in a major way.
Well, Paul Reed understands opportunity. You know, he talks about the first 6 years of his career, but you can see someone's put some work into his game. There we go, Cat. There we go, Cat.
That's from downtowns. Of missing 3-pointers. It had been 15 in a row. Their longest consecutive streak of missed threes is 20 straight.
It's nothing like the ball going in to get your activity level up on the defensive end of the floor, which they really need Cat to be active. Just Thompson, like that, changing the shot.
Misses on the inside. Towns, no look for Anunoby. It's one-on-one with Cunningham. Hunkers down defensively.
Pick it out.
That's a deep one. Doesn't go.
He hit that. We back.
62-56. Detroit. Harris. Tough angle. And Thompson couldn't grab it as he was soaring through the air.
That's because he got pushed from behind.
Towns!
There we go.
A rack attack for Cat. Lead over New York, but it's shrinking. And a foul out front. Anunoby.
For the great people around the game, his dad. Always great to see him.
Yes.
Cunningham, it rims out. Ball controlled by Bridges. Ahead for Towns. It's one-on-one with Robinson.
Oh, turn around and post up.
He vacates the paint area. Instead, it's Anunoby. And it's denied by Reed. Towns is there on cleanup duty. Aisle 32.
Well, he got the cleanup, but he had Duncan Robinson on him and ran to the weak side. Come on.
I'm not going nowhere.
Run.
I'm not going nowhere. I just got done scoring. I want the ball. I got a mismatch. Oh,
Towns lob it up. Anunoby could not adjust.
But we love his activity, Coach. We love it. We love the way he's getting into this game, the way he's been active. That's what we want to see from Cat.
And Robinson cans a triple. What should have been an easy basket on one end turns into a 3 on the other for Detroit.
Yeah, missed layups usually get you run the other way. Duncan Robinson, the only Piston who runs to the three-point line. Everybody else goes to the rim, which brings a lot of defensive people, and then he shoots the 3.
And Towns with contact. Foul call. No Stewart. Combined 7 fouls. Towns one-on-one with Smith. Step back 3. Short. Cunningham up the floor, met by Hart. 5-point lead for the Pistons. And it's going.
The minimum thing, but becomes big as the game goes on.
Anunoby misses on the triple. They're now 2 of 20 from long range. Deflected. Bridges. But Robinson again. String music for Duncan Robinson.
The Knicks have to find him in transition.
Oh, Towns with the Euro, but he couldn't finish. Late whistle.
The more threes Duncan Robinson makes, the more space Cade Cunningham gets.
7:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Towns now has 14 points, 7 rebounds.
Well, and New York's shot 21 free throws already, which is not rare. Detroit gives up 30 a game.
Pistons have shot 10. Cunningham, same spot.
Favorite target tonight.
And the rebound went through the hands of Thompson. Brunson. He's got Harris defensively. Bridges setting a screen. Switch out front, playing with 4 fouls. Smith, Brunson, a series of moves.
Make him dance.
That's just special.
Make him dance.
I tell you what, though, that's a great shot, but Tolu Smith can move his feet. He did a great job there, and he had great discipline. His eyes were locked in on Brunson's midsection, but Jalen Brunson just found space.
Down goes Smith, down goes Towns, and a foul called against the Knicks out
Here's the
front.
dance you're talking.
Well, Towns has looked like a different player in this second half, but the Pistons still lead it by 4. Thompson, he draws the foul.
Well, that's what I've been.
58% at the free throw line. Of course, his twin brother of men is also a stand.
That there is a better perimeter defender in the NBA than either one of those guys. I think they're the 2 best right now. Taking into account their size, their quickness, their toughness, their strength.
Brunson.
No argument here, coach.
Draws a lot of attention. Anunoby can't hit the 3. And the problems continue from the perimeter for New York. 2 of 21. Thompson. That was an off-balance delivery. The Knicks couldn't gather. McDonald's at that trip to the airport.
Well, you know, I don't remember at that trip.
He might have. Turn around, Harris. He sticks it.
See, Detroit is going to take advantage when they have size and strength mismatches and go to work. This is a team that knows they're bigger and more physical than most teams.
Brunson bangs it in from long range. 72-67. Pistons, 5:47 play in the third. Cunningham, the cutter, off the hands of Smith, but retrieved by Harris. Cunningham got a 3. On a bang-bang play, Cunningham.
I think I forgot how good he was on both ends of the floor.
Wow.
I think he's reminded everybody how great of a player that he is this year and what he can do as an individual talent to help carry a team. So we all are reminders.
Very magnanimous of you to point that out, as nobody even questioned you. It was just
listen,
your own scouting report.
My own scouting report, I kind of forgot. And then this year I was like, that's him. That's the Finals MVP.
The Pistons lead the Knicks 75-67 with just under 5 minutes to go in the third. Brunson, the move on LeVert, and the fade is pure.
Karis LeVert has no chance against Jalen Brunson. He's all over the place. He's not locked in and on balance.
20 points for Brunson. The Pistons lead is 6. Anunoby guarding Cunningham, slicing, protecting, and scoring.
Wow. He is putting on a show out here tonight.
He's got 29 points.
Against a great defender in OG Anunoby.
The anticipation and steal by Green, taken right back by Diawara. Anunoby steps into it, missed it from long range.
Coach, Cade just never looks phased. He never looks phased no matter what's going on in the game.
Anunoby is now 0 of 6 from three-point territory, 2 of 11 overall. Cunningham inside the arc, unstoppable. Cade Cunningham is in the zone.
Wow.
Which way do you want it? How do you want it?
We've seen it all. Threes, drives, mid-range jumpers.
Brunson, fend off, poetry in motion.
Great job creating space there against Thompson.
79-71 Pistons, 3.5 to go in the third.
I think one thing that's underrated with Brunson, coach, is his hips. He has great hip mobility.
Cunningham, lob it, catch made by Smith. Cunningham, oh, what a fake! But a whistle is due in blowout fashion, and they lead the Knicks by 11 to open up the fourth. Bridges turns the corner, trying to hit the cutter Sohan, but it's deflected. Harris ahead. Jenkins can't catch up to it and spills into the front row.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Jeremy Sohan on Cade Cunningham when he comes back in.
Pistons now have 11 turnovers. Towns to the corner. Bridges fires. In and out. Harris is there for the board.
That's what he's brought in for. Sorry, Cole. That's what he's brought in for. His versatility on the defensive end of the floor, being that guy that can switch and play multiple positions.
They're shooting 15% from three, and Green misses from long range. Just underway, fourth quarter.
That's it.
Towns trying to go behind the back. He just lost control of it. Green to the rim. He flips it up and is fouled. Bridges was the last.
Quicker decisions.
Green comes in. 1 out of 2.
Well, you have a Pistons game, you usually have a lot of free throws because the Pistons are third in attempts. About 57 free throws a game if Detroit's involved.
91-79. Pistons. Towns. Aggressive going to the hole.
Well, he's more comfortable going to his left, and that's really the first opportunity he's had to get to his left hand today.
16 points, 8 rebounds for Karl Anthony Towns. LeVert double team, tried to build a wall, and it worked. Knocked out of bounds. Hopkins to shoot. LeVert is going to go long. Towns went for the steal. Reed with 5. Jenkins peeks at the clock. Right in front of Patino. Jenkins gives it up, and a layup goes for Reed. And 1. That should be a factor in March. Out of bounds. Knicks will retain. Just about 2 minutes gone by. Everybody.
Shot clock. Those guys are going to be able to create shots.
Get it in for Alvarado. The Knicks are down by 13. Towns drives in on Reed. Denied! Big old block for Paul Reed. Harris gives up his dribble. Directing traffic. Green will set the screen. They'll switch. Harris against Towns. Nice move. Left hand no.
Look at Reed. Activity.
Controlled by Reed. Outside LeVert. Bottom. It's a 3.
Reed.
This team is good, Coach.
Wow, all 4 of those teams up top are playing great.
And LeVert to block against Alvarado, but the Knicks hold on to it. Hart drives, and Hart scores.
There's been a lot of talk about how dominant the West is, and that talk is correct, but the East is making its way into that conversation with our top 4 teams in the Eastern Conference.
97-83 Pistons. LeVert, find the open man. It's Reed, and he reverses it in.
Well, they had that entire side cleared on the pick and roll, so there was no low man help from the weak side.
And guys, paint points are 42-42 as Hart misses on a 3. That is a huge win if you're the Detroit.
From that standpoint.
The giveaway, Sohan is there, and he puts it down for his first points as a New York Knick.
Sohan may end up finishing this game for New York.
And he gets called on the bump. Off the trigger to Jeremy Sohan because he's a switchable defender and brings energy and fire. LeVert. He knocks it down. It's a 3.
This team is so deep, Detroit.
Karis LeVert has given Detroit its largest lead of the night. Knock away, LeVert with a steal. LeVert's got the angle, and he can't lay it in. The follow is good. It's Jenkins, and Detroit is just controlling the action yet again against New York. Shamet's 3 is good.
Well, they needed that.
Let's stay ball pressure, man. You know, they're getting over screens. When the pick and roll happens, when it's one-on-one, you can't just go by them easily. They got their hands stay active, their feet stay moving, and they look like they love playing defense.
They have 100% bought in. Harris stripped to the ball. It's out of bounds. J.B. Bickerstaff seemingly needs some offense, and Clarkson out of the rotation. Brunson pivots. Shamet back to back. No. Green flies in for the board. Threading the needle. Green gets it to go, and 1. And somebody got a
Nothing better than when you're watching fans go to the exit. When you see them trying to beat traffic early because you're because of the impact that you're putting on this court. There's nothing better than watching that.
Brunson goes off the glass. We asked Mike Brown, is it something that you have to mention to your team how big a game this is and the ramifications for a game like this if Detroit were to win? Inside, Smith couldn't finish it. And he said, look, they're aware, but yeah, I reminded them.
Thought it was funny in the meeting with JB Bickerstaff, as we see it all over again. JB Bickerstaff.
JB's dad, Bernie, was a head coach with Seattle, Denver, Washington, Charlotte, senior basketball advisor with the Pistons. But whatever they're doing at practice is working.
Play the music, JB. Sorry, Bernie.
Cunningham and the Pistons up big on the Knicks. To the rim, the floater goes for Cade Cunningham. This has been a clinic.
I mean, I know they need shooting on the floor. I'd be tempted to give Jeremy Sohan a shot at this on Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham, not only a great player, but one of the best clutch players in this league. Third in the league right now, coming in clutch points. Tonight, right now, doesn't look like a clutch situation.
Green extra, and it's out of bounds. It bounced.
You would think he had a much better second half.
Knicks will be home for Houston on Saturday. And Jalen Brunson is hot.
Well, I'll tell you what, in the open, D-Wade talked about the two great point guards. And even though New York's down 14, both of these point guards have been fabulous tonight. And Sohan is indeed playing Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham trying to beat him off the dribble. And Sohan gets a piece.
That's
a hand on a skimmer to Shannon, who will lay it in.
There you go, coach. Got him back in there.
Detroit. It's a 12-point game with them. 112-97. Pistons. Brunson, head and shoulder, spin. Thompson is there, turnover. Cunningham leading the break. Lob it up. Flying is Jenkins for the jam.
Well, we saw the steal from Thompson. JB Bickerstaff talked before the game that most guys are either elite defenders on the ball or off the ball. He is elite both ways.
The Brunson kick. Shamet three, doesn't go. Rebound, Robinson, and he missed it.
It's crazy when a guy like Brunson has 37 and 6, and you say they've done a good job on him.
Yeah. And a foul is called. And
Swagger tonight, he's showing up and letting you know I'm one of the best.
Shamet with a downtown hit. It's a 16-point game. The door was open ever so slightly as the Knicks started to put some quality possessions together and a couple of stops, but then Detroit, offensive rebound, debilitating for New York, and then a dagger three from Cunningham. He zigzags to the rim, and we are seeing the full array of skills from Cade Cunningham.
What hasn't he done?
There isn't anything he hasn't. You got to start trapping him and get the ball out of his hands.
Towns drives. The banker is good, and the foul.
The studio talked about it pregame, but one of the things the Knicks have to figure out if they're going to make a run is how are they going to play pick and roll defense with Towns' guys setting the screen.
Yep.
You know, he's in that drop. People are just going right at him. He can't really switch. Could they blitz with him? But right now they haven't found an answer this year for Towns as their center defensively.
Jenkins peeks at the clock, gets a runway, off balance delivery. That's electric from Dennis Jenkins.
Big smile from Rick Pitino over there.
On the pick and roll, you can't lay back and just be lax and let a guy come off and just see a shot or get comfortable, especially a guy like Cade Cunningham. And so I feel like the game plan needs to be different depending on who you're playing against.
Anunoby, one finally goes down from long range. He's now 1 of 7 from big.
It is get the same coverage all night long.
Under 2 minutes to play. Ball gets knocked around. Feed it for Reed on the fade. And it's rebounded by Towns. Brunson got a three. 33 for Jalen Brunson to go along with 7 assists and 6 rebounds and a steal. Shannon ahead. They need it from Brunson. Towns couldn't convert. And the Pistons come the other way with 1:10. Long strides. The missed jam by Harris, but it's tracked down by Cunningham. 7 to shoot. Under a minute to go. The roll by Reed and the finish. What an effort from Paul Reed in a starting role tonight for Detroit.
Well, he's averaged over 13 points a game as a starter. He's got 16 and 7 rebounds tonight.
And Towns fouls Reed with 46 points.
In 2010, 2011, they beat us 3 times. Then they beat us.
Going after. Look, we got to remember, last year, Detroit won both games, regular season games here in the Garden. And they won 2 of the 3 playoff games here in the Garden. But New York went in and won all 3 games in Detroit in the playoffs.
Anunoby air ball on a 3. So the Knicks lost the season series to Detroit last year and to Boston as Thompson gets the transition deuce, but beat them both in the postseason. The problem is in the way that Detroit has handled the Knicks this season.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's one thing if you get 3-point loss, a 5-point, even a 7 or 8-point loss, but this is the most competitive you've been. They have their top 2 bigs out, and you're going to lose by 15, and that's at home, and that's the game.
The Detroit Pistons complete.